Alright. Sus Amogos. If this works. Mario. He has to kill Mo. Yes, go kill Mo. I'm not sure that the plot was worth it. But he's gonna go kill Mo. Force metadata into a header in the image file? Yes, depending upon your image. Oh my. So, certain image types do in fact take metadata better. JPEGs do. They usually have pretty thorough metadata if you take a picture, for instance. However, I would imagine Discord, like basically everywhere else now, strips that information out because it can be used to dox people. It's a bit of a bummer, but that's how it goes. PNGs can also have all sorts of useful header information, but PNGs aren't required to keep it around because PNGs are weird. Basically, like, PNGs allow for arbitrary chunks in their format. In practice, this is very rarely used. The biggest one I can point to where it was used, what was that game? That game where you made critters. The black and white guy. With evolution and stuff. But basically, you could distribute monsters. You could distribute your evolved critters to other people by sharing the images, because they had an extra header, or an extra file chunk in there. What is this? Oh, it's just a graph. Okay. It's a PNG, yeah. So it's possible, but basically an awful lot of sites will resave stuff just to avoid having metadata, just in case it's a problem. You could test it, though. I don't know if Discord is one of them. But that's what I would do. Set a custom header and then see if you can pull it back. That wasn't smart. Is this where I'm supposed to go? I feel like I did something wrong. Oh, well. Oh yeah, the level's name is Storm Ship, by the way. I didn't read it out aloud earlier. Yeah, it's one of those things kind of a bummer just because of the modern world. Whenever I take pictures, I always check, but I know Discord strips JPEG. Actually, no, I know Discord strips JPEG metadata, because I've seen it do it. Because I've been paranoid in the past, and when posting metadata, so for instance, you know, my sister takes a picture of a cat or something, I don't want everyone knowing where my sister lives with her cat. So I check to see if it strips that metadata, and it does. So I don't know if the PNGs would behave the same way, but you'd just have to do a test. Regardless, I'd say that if it's really important to have that metadata, the easiest place to put it would probably be in the file name. Just give it a timestamp. It's what I do for like a myriad of things I have where I'm more concerned with knowing exactly rather than worrying about file system stuff. Discord nukes PNG file metadata too. Makes sense. So we stripped. If you upload it via an understanding extension, it's possible. I guess it's another thing you do is assuming. Well, I really wish I hadn't done that. Assuming the thing you care most about is the data, you could also put it into a zip file. And the zip file will retain the metadata inside. I'm not moderating this, I'm just playing it, so I don't have to worry about it. Rename the file extension, basic science, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if they check nowadays. How you doing, Fries? For certain types of extensions for oddness. Oh look, it's a Reznor. I know what this Reznor is. We do have to still, like, at least attempt to get that. I get the feeling that I managed to bypass a big chunk of the level. I get the feeling I'm also terrible at this crab. Come on now. Wait for him to finish bowing. Amongst many of the sounds that dogs can make in Japan, bow is one of them. What if that's why Bowser's called Bowser? Did I win? I won round 1. Maybe this is a different kind of Reznor. First off, figuring how to add metadata. I may not have skipped a huge chunk of the level. But yeah, I think zip files by their nature just take the metadata from when you zip things. It may not be at the level of precision you want. You can't walk on those, by the way. But it is an option. Oh, I thought this was Fire Flower. It is definitely not. The Electric Flower is a weird and underutilized power-up. I've seen a few level design contest levels, but rarely... What? How did that work? Huh. That was not where you jump. Zip files aren't an option. Ah, darn. RAR files? 7 zip files? Sniffit? Sniffit archives? Self-extracting EXEs? None of these are good ideas. Electronic platforms? Probably. Any archives? Yeah, okay then. Yeah, then you're... Assuming you're not already using the name for your metadata, I would recommend using the name for your metadata. If possible. I don't know why, but these things remind me of Commander Keen for some reason. I'd like to get up here to actually electrify the platform and see how that works. There we go. Apparently, I electrified the platform, and that's why it wouldn't fall. Well, mystery answered. Yeah, apparently, I'm gonna guess that that requires the lightning power-up to get down there. Excel file, it's simply a zip file. Do more experimentations. Fry's not wrong. XLS is, in fact, a glorified zip file. Like, it's what it is. It's got extra stuff in it, but it's still a zip file. Oh, when you retry, you lose your points too. That's annoying. It's a very unforgiving bit of ASM. I walk over the nipple, it kills me. I need to stop walking on the nipple. It says a little mystery is received first. Interesting. I'm gonna assume that means I might have to see. I might be looking into that soon. Well, mystery I need to solve first. If and what I'm going to play for Mario. Don't jump on the nipple thing. I think I can still make it. I would have made it. I realized that since today is Thursday, if I want to borrow anything from Squiggles, I need to message him tonight and ask if I can borrow them. And if I want to do GameCube stuff, I think that borrowing from Squiggles is probably the easiest way to make sure it's going to work, because he has a GameCube and probably owns the games that are pertinent to this conversation. Yep, Mario Day. Or Mar 10 Day. What's up, Max? Is this an actual LDC? Yes. This one is from Fortaleza Reznor. So it's not exactly a well-known contest. I picked it because it has a relatively short number of entries, and it's on Xandra's site, and that makes it really easy for me to do things. One of your Elite Dangerous Discords like encoding messages well encode with encoding. Most people use simple replacement ciphers for messages, like taking it a bit further, make it a bit of a challenge. I mean, if you've not looked into some of the like classic ones, like Visionaire can be surprisingly difficult to crack. You don't know the code, or there's another square one that was meant to. Maybe Visionaire was the square one. I do like little encoding things now. Used to have a lot of fun doing that kind of thing. Still do occasionally when it comes up in a mystery hunt. Amusingly enough, you can, in fact, do the... It's not great. You can use the Enigma cipher by hand if you want to. There's a thing called Paper Enigma, which you can use to kind of learn how it worked, because it's a mechanical cipher. Which is it's an interesting cipher, still. If it wasn't for the plug... Or was it the plug board? No, it's the rotary key that prevents stepping to the same location. It would have worked okay. Procrastinate on moderate. Well, the thing is, I'm not procrastinating on moderation. Ultima Kiwi... Yeah, Ultra Kiwi I had to delay because I told Modern Kiwi... There's too many Kiwi names here. About the crash, and he wanted to go fix it first. Quack Jam I have no good excuse on. I just need to get started on that, and I didn't want to get started on it immediately, because I just need to do some metadata stuff, and I haven't done it yet. And I also need to like try and set up with, I think, probably Squiggles or someone about doing the two-player one, which is going to be a little bit of a pain. Need to ask some judges about how that worked for them. Make a decision about how I want to handle it, that kind of thing. Because it would be cool to record both perspectives at once, so that they're visible, but I also need to know about how... Brain. Okay, that was not worth it. I thought there might be something up there, and there wasn't. V for victory. So, that's the spot I'm in right now. I imagine when I start, I'll probably start on it early next week as the current plan, provided, like, work doesn't throw massive wobbler at me. Nope. Try the tube. There's probably a secret out to the right that I've missed the chance to get. If you found the Yoshi coin, you will have the right to skip the boss of the level. If not, it's time to face him then. Good luck. I don't think I found the Yoshi coin. So, no right to skip. Run an image to an editor to add those faulty video signals. Intriguing. Get a jumpable object. The Mario head boss, but it's hard to tell. Can't jump on those. Could have frozen them. Difficulty of this boss is almost entirely dependent upon whether or not you get power-ups. If you get some bullshit happening when he jumps upward, maybe he gets the kamikaze on you. Which he didn't. Happy anniversary! You've defeated a Reznor cosplayer. Why the hell he was always so violent? Random question, do you have a non-pro version of the SD to SNES? Yes, it is an old school SD to SNES. It is not the Pro FX one. What firmware am I running? The red guy one from back in the day. I really should upgrade to the SA1 speed fix one, because there's some other good fixes in there, but I like using the old one. I also just noticed the XD. That's cute. But yeah, it was a fun little level. Never really see much use of that electric power, but it was kind of fun to be able to freeze the boss. I kind of wonder if you could make an interesting fight around that boss and having to keep the flower to freeze him in a spot where you can jump on him. It's an interesting idea.